Last week, I did a video talking about WrestleMania 33 and 34, basically saying that it looked like it was already in the books that Minnesota would be hosting WrestleMania 33 with the announcement that the Minnesota Vikings vice president had said that, they've already booked all of these big deals to come to their new stadium the Minnesota Vikings are going to play in, and they haven't even opened the doors. They've already guaranteed to be hosting a Super Bowl, an NCAA Final Four. They're making a bid trying to bring in the college football playoffs, and they've already got a deal for WrestleMania to come there. So it makes it seem as if WrestleMania 33 is a locked door. And from there, stories were coming out that, Minnesota might be getting 33, but it looks like Orlando will be getting a run at WrestleMania 34. Today, a story comes out that WrestleMania might be headed to Philadelphia. The city of Philadelphia submitted a bid to host WrestleMania 34, which will be held in 2018. The city is looking to host the event at Lincoln Financial Field. Where they would run Monday Night Raw and NXT specials live from the Wells Fargo Center. WrestleMania Access would be held at the nearby Pennsylvania Convention Center. And all of this is sourced out by the PhillyMag.com that Philadelphia is making a run at this. You can think of Philadelphia hosting a previous WrestleMania going all the way back to WrestleMania 15. Honestly, not one of the greatest WrestleManias in my mind. Might even be one of the biggest letdowns. When you look at the card of WrestleMania 15, it looked like it really would have knocked the pants off of everything. You had the Austin versus Rock main event. You had the Undertaker Boss Man Hell in the Cell match, which was really out of place for a WrestleMania and probably one of the worst Hell in the Cells of all time. Shane versus X-Pac is, in my mind, a classic WrestleMania match that nobody really talks about. I believe this was Shane McMahon making his debut wrestling, and he just, and X-Pac too, beat the hell out of each other. It just really gave everything they had. Sable versus Tori really was nothing. You had Kane and Triple H having a no-nonsense match. Road Dogg having a Four Corners elimination for the Intercontinental title with Goldust, Shamrock, and Val Venus. Mankind wrestled Big Show in order to see who was going to be the main event referee. Butterbean knocking out Bart Gunn in the Brawl for All. Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett beating the team of D'Lo Brown and Test, who weren't even a real tag team. They just happened to win a pre-show battle royal. Where the winner would be going on to WrestleMania to wrestle in the Tag Team Championship match. Hardcore Holly beating Al Snow and Billy Gunn for the Hardcore title. So all of the big names of the Attitude Era were there. But just a WrestleMania that nobody really deals with because it just really wasn't that great of a show. You can't blame that on Philadelphia. So if they want to put a bid in, they can put a bid in. But honestly, in my mind, I'd love to see Philadelphia. I'd love to see Orlando. But I just don't think anything's getting away from Orlando. It seems more and more every day that Orlando is becoming the second home of WWE. And having them have this down there, it would be... they'd be able to be in the home with the Performance Center, with all of the... NXT and rookie sort of training places. They would have, all of the facilities there needed on a day-to-day basis as they go through WrestleMania. The guys won't be having to look to see, where they can train, where they can find a gym. They'll be able to have places to host interviews for all the press that comes to WrestleMania. Also from there's a rumor of the upcoming WWE Hall of Fame that should be built sooner than later. There's been stories of WWE going out and acquiring old school sort of historic memorabilia to put on display somewhere. There's the guy who's really big into title belts said that he had made a trade with WWE to acquire some of the really old titles from back in the day, that there would be a real Hall of Fame sooner than later, and they'd be putting them in there. And I think, 2018 WrestleMania 34 is a good date that they could say, come to Orlando while you're here, tour the WrestleMania WWE Hall of Fame, and I think they can make their money back.